What's so funny?
Welcome back, guys, to another episode of Talking Nerdy. You got your host here, Justin, aka Prom Russ, Colby over there, the Slayer of Warcraft.
Oh, we haven't done that in a while.
I know, I'm bringing it back. So today we're going to talk about episode 8 of the House of Dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, is it a banger. There's a lot to go over.
There is.
Highs, lows, this sets up the Dance of the Dragons.
It does. The biggest stuff that's ever going to happen.
It is insane. Let's jump into it because there's a lot to talk about.
Okay.
So,
let's get into it for the first time.
Oh, man. Yeah. Do you want to mention it? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
We've recorded this once tonight. Let's do it again.
You know, yeah, we're just sharpening our skills. I forgot to hit record on the audio.
We went through a run through. We didn't like it. So we
deleted the audio and started over.
Deleted the audio and started over. That's what we do.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
So we start off in this. We are over in Driftmark.
6 years after.
Isn't that insane? Another time jump.
Yeah.
Which means if you were like, hey, who the heck are these young kids? Yeah, they're different actors.
Mm-hmm. They are.
And actresses.
I don't know if you knew that.
Now you do.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Knowledge is power. But it starts off with Rhaenys and Aemond talking about Succession, which is the tone of the episode.
Pretty much, yep. The tone of the episode should have been called Succession. It's not.
It should have been, though.
But, yeah, so Corlys is overseas. He gets sick with blood fever, and pretty much right when Vaemond hears that, kids half his age die from that.
Oh, man. He's already like, Corlys is done. He's over with. Let's talk about who's taking over.
Give me this pen. He's been twisting it for the last 5 minutes.
But yeah, he's already talking about Succession, and he's bringing this up to Rhaenys because he's like, look, this has to be dealt with now.
Yep.
And I need to be the new Lord of Driftmark.
I am his brother, quote unquote.
Yeah. And Rhaenyra's kids are illegitimate, so it doesn't need to pass down to them. Bring it to me.
Yep.
And Rhaenys is just like, dude, like, I just got wind that my husband has a fever.
He's not dead.
He's not dead. He's going to be here in 3 days.
Let's just wait, relax, and see. Nope,
Yeah.
Too late. I need to go there.
I'm going to King's Landing. Yeah.
Pretty much. It's like, and then she's pretty much like, what about me? I'm holding it down here.
Yeah. Shaz has been for 6 years.
6 years, and now all of a sudden, because he gets a fever.
Yeah. It's all going to be stripped away.
Yeah. And then what's she going to do? Yeah, she'll be outcast probably, whatever.
So she hops over to King's Landing. There's no other choce.
Yeah.
Well,
this is where I kind of disagree.
There's no other choice.
He's going to be there in 3 days.
Yeah. Ain't nobody got time for that.
She can't wait for him to see him.
What if he shows up dead on a boat?
Then he shows up dead, and then she does go.
Maybe he just
rides her own dragon and goes over there.
That's true. She can get there so quick. But maybe within 3 days, a decision has been made, and it doesn't include her.
I guess, but if he's not dead, it doesn't really matter.
It's all rhetorical. Yeah. But she can't take that chance as the queen who never was.
Yeah.
Because she has a chance of being the queen who was.
No, she won't be the queen still. Still not the queen.
Well, anything to keep it away from Vaemond, though.
Pretty much. Yeah, she doesn't like Vaemond.
I don't think she's fun.
I think maybe if Vaemond came to her in the right angle.
On one knee with some roses. Maybe some chocolates.
Maybe, yeah.
A little milk of the poppy.
A little milk of the poppy. But yeah, so yeah, she just kind of dips out too. Not waiting. No, let's not see how Corlys is doing. Let's just dip. So yeah, they go, and then the next scene we see we're on Dragonstone with Daemon climbing through spelunking.
Ooh,
good
nice.
word, huh? You like that?
I like it. Yeah.
Yeah, I made that up. He's spelunking through the pretty far away. I always thought it was below the keep.
That's what they made it sound like.
I always thought it was below the keep, but they show it kind of in the background in the hills a little bit. I always thought it was below the keep, but I guess that's where the dragon glass is.
Which would make sense.
I always thought they were together.
Right? You think like while a dragon's laying its egg, it's blowing fire and creating dragon glass?
I mean, I never thought that's how they made dragon glass, but that makes sense.
I'm just saying. I've been in that room before, and I thought I saw fire myself.
Maybe like, their droppings turn like certain things into dragon glass.
It's so hot. It just melts the rocks
I don't know.
in the glass. It could. It was steamy when he was cutting open the sack.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
some heat that comes out of that end.
He gets an egg or 3.
Yeah.
And then
which is cool because already you get a little hint of, because they don't talk about it.
Nope.
They don't talk about it in the previous episode, and they haven't said it yet. Right?
What? They haven't said it yet this time. Yet.
We had a little argument on the last one.
It was an argument. It was one-sided.
That's true.
Telling.
But this is like your first hint that somebody is with child because you only get an egg when you have a kid.
Yep.
And why would Daemon be grabbing an egg?
Because his, he's just a stealer of eggs.
He loves
But he's
those
not really
eggs.
stealing.
No.
He's never stolen.
No, he does everything by the book, kind of.
He's pretty honorable, actually.
He is. He's a good guy.
I think he is.
Yeah.
I'm on Team Daemon.
Oh, there you go. Not Alicent?
I'm on Team Alicent and Team Daemon.
You can't be on
Team Aemond.
both.
I'm on a lot of teams right
You're
now.
on a lot of teams.
I'm not on
You're on a lot of clashing teams.
I'm not on a lot of. I'm not on Team Rhaenyra.
That's the only one?
That's the only one.
Well, I mean, I guess that would make sense because if you're on hers, then you're just on the whole show's
I'm
team.
on the whole show. I'm not on Team Otto's either.
No, screw that guy. Nobody's on his team.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Back on topic. He's getting an egg. He has it sent over with the maesters to have it put on a heating thing.
heating lamp.
A little lava lamp to keep it warm. But he's also given a little love note that says that Rhaenyra's children are being questioned about legitimacy.
By Aemond again, and Rhaenyra's just sick of it. Gosh dang it! How does everyone know?
Right.
Gosh,
man, you wouldn't think that the hair would be such a giveaway, but yeah, it's crazy. Yeah. So now she also
has to go to King's Landing.
Everybody's going to King's Landing. This is where the party's at.
This is where all the big things are gonna happen, and it's pretty cool. Because then next scene is pretty much Rhaenyra and Daemon showing up in their cottage.
Oh, that's a beautiful moment.
Beautiful moment, and they're about to get out, and then no one's there.
No, and their guy they brought with them even goes through the whole titles and everything, and he's just saying it to an empty audience.
Bunch of nobodies in the show.
Yeah, and you can see it on her face. She knows. She knows what's up. She knows that the queen. She probably thinks the queen at this point is playing games. But it is
Otto, who is playing games for the queen.
Yeah, because right afterwards he asks the Kingsguard if they were greeted the way he wanted them to be.
Exactly how he wanted it to be. Yeah. But I think I don't want to say this, but I think Alicent knew that too.
Oh, she knew. I mean,
but she was busy in a meeting.
She's a busy girl.
Not meeting the
stuff
future.
To take care of.
Yeah, exactly. So she was busy. She was busy.
I will say this about Otto though. He does a lot of shady stuff. He plants a lot of shady seeds. But I also don't think that now that he knows his daughter Alicent's on the same team as him, it does seem like he includes her on everything, and they just are like one mind, and they just both do crappy things.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, you don't like your team getting slandered?
I don't want. He's not my ally. He's not my team's ally.
All right, fair enough. We haven't seen any proof yet, so that's fine.
Alicent's pure.
She is pure. Yeah,
she is.
Her kids also kind of pure and pasty and albino-y.
Yep, actually, absolutely.
Yeah,
that's the Targaryen blood.
But so she gets greeted the way that Otto wants her to get greeted. So is right after that? Is that where?
That's where Rhaenyra goes and sees her dad.
Yeah, it's that moment. This is a pretty impactful moment.
This is.
And so we'll show you what's going on here because this is the first time that both Rhaenyra and Daemon have seen Viserys in 6 years. And a lot has changed.
His health has dramatically changed.
It is something intense because he just looks like the stranger is knocking on his door.
The stranger, that's a good one.
That's a good one. You like
stranger?
That?
They use that in the book.
They do a lot.
They talk about the year of the stranger.
But before they do see Viserys, they do notice that when they get inside the towers or whatever, the Red Keep, that a lot of stuff has changed interior wise. There's now the Stars of the Seven.
The Stars of the Seven. That's very important, actually.
Right.
So that's changing because Daemon notices that first off because that's before it's always about Targaryens. Now it's about their gods.
Yeah, which they're just like, what the heck is this all about? This is different.
That's what happens when a non-Targaryen is running the place.
Yep. Becomes religion.
Becomes non-Targaryen. Get it off the family. Get it more on the religion that everyone can control, not just the family.
That's true, which we saw a lot in the end of Game of Thrones.
We did.
Yeah.
Shame. Shame.
Yeah, buddy. But this is that scene. This is that moment where Rhaenyra and Daemon see Viserys for the first time, and this is just... I mean, look at that. He is just sickly.
That's tough. That's tough. I mean, imagine coming back to that and seeing your dad like that, and like, that's tough to look at.
It is. Yeah. I mean, they did a really good job making him look that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, his hands are tiny, his neck's tiny, face sunken in, sores all over.
Yeah,
Like
all
he just
over. Yeah,
sick.
he looks tough. I'm surprised Rhaenyra actually isn't crying here.
Okay. So, yeah, right. Let me just pause it right there. I think which kind of shows that this really is just a desperate move.
Yeah.
That she's coming to Dad to fix her issues. She sees her chances of the throne slipping away.
Yep. And right now she knows doesn't have a good claim.
Doesn't have a good claim. And so to all the key players, she's kind of bringing them what she thinks they would love to see.
Mm-hmm.
And so in this scene, she's brought her kids, Aegon, the youngest.
Mm-hmm.
You have Aegon the eldest and Aegon the youngest,
Mm-hmm.
as per the books. And then you also have baby Viserys.
Baby Viserys.
Named her youngest after her papa.
There you go. You did it. Yeah, he does do that. That's where she introduces.
That yeah. And so you're right, though. She isn't upset. It shakes Daemon up more than it does her.
It does.
She's so focused on this plan in her head that, yeah, she doesn't shed a tear or anything. And she knows that whatever she's about to ask for from Daddy is going to be a lot easier if he's just like, oh, my gosh, you named your son after me and all that.
Yeah. She's definitely planting to see in her dad as well. I don't think she likes where her chances are right now.
No.
On anything, Driftmark, the throne, succession, on anywhere. And this is kind of her Hail Mary.
It is. Everything in this episode is her Hail Mary.
Yep, pretty much. But yeah, like I would expect to see some emotion out of her, just based on the fact that you haven't seen your dad for roughly 6 years.
Oh, sure.
And I don't know if I saw my parents like that. That'd be tough. That'd be tough.
Yeah, because death's coming.
Yeah,
looking at him like it's around the corner.
Yep, and he has the best maesters in all the city. And like Daemon, like if you watch Daemon in this scene, he's really shaken up.
Oh yeah.
So that's how
because when he asked for the tea and Daemon's just kind of look at that. Yep.
He's just it's tough.
It's hitting him.
Daemon, I think this hurts Daemon. Wait, look at him.
Oh yeah.
He's. I mean, I know she looks concerned, but
it's fake though. It's a facade. It's a face.
Like he looks defeated.
He looks like he's about to cry.
He does.
Yeah. And he's always given his brother crap over the years, and it's kind of been a sport between them.
Okay, he can't even look at him. Can't even look at him.
No.
Down, up, down, up, down, up, up, down.
He's like a dog with his tail between his legs.
Look at that. Like he's so sad.
And that's how Rhaenyra should be, but she's just
plotting.
She's got fire inside.
Yeah. So, that's why I'm on team Daemon.
You just can't keep adding people to your roster.
I got 3 teams.
No.
Yeah.
You're just trying to better your odds. So when one of them wins, you're like,
they
were on my team.
They were on my team. I'm on Team Viserys too, by the way.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because, I mean, all he wanted to do was have his family.
I'm 100% on Viserys.
Okay. So you're on his team too. We're on the same team.
Yeah. I got Rhaenyra.
Are you on Team Daemon?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. What about Aemond?
No.
Oh, we'll see.
I like him.
We'll see.
That's what sucks, right?
We'll go over that one.
Yeah, we'll go over that. I do like him, but
okay. So then, after we see the king in his very sad form.
Yeah, it's pretty sad.
That was leprosy, right?
Yeah, that's what somebody in the comments mentioned, that it was leprosy, so thank you so much for that. In the book, though, they don't mention leprosy. They do mention at this point he has gout. It's really strong or hard for him.
I don't know if they actually named. This is a different world.
Sure.
So maybe they never named it leprosy in the first place.
Sure, could be called something different.
Could be called something different, and they just didn't know what it was. Obviously,
yeah,
they didn't know how to treat it, so they just. I don't know.
True. No, but it does match with leprosy, so it does make sense.
Mm-hmm.
In the book, they just list all of his other issues other than this, really. But
yeah.
So right after this scene, here, hold on.
You want to show the babies?
Yeah, let's show the babies.
You missed this scene too, didn't you?
What?
You missed this scene too, didn't you?
What do you mean miss it? I saw it the first time.
You did?
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's why I brought it up. That he gets to see Viserys, and yeah, it's not because you told me or anything. Come on, guy. I watched the show too.
I do too.
All right. So when he's kind of hurting, the babies are crying, and so oh man, it must be a quick moment because I don't see it in there. That's okay.
That's all right.
We'll skip it.
Yeah. So then we see Alicent.
Yes.
Alicent with Deanna.
Yeah. This is a tough one. This is a moment that
that's a scared little girl.
She's scared for her life.
That's a scared little girl, and she like is frightened, scared, everything because
you can see it on her face that this has just been destroying her.
Yep,
for a while. Well, hours.
Yeah, hours.
Maybe a day.
Because Aegon had his way with her.
Yeah. He did the unspeakable with her,
Mm-hmm.
and she's telling Queen Alicent that she didn't want it. She has to stop. He did it anyway, and now she's carrying a seed.
Possibly.
It's in there somewhere.
So Aegon is kind of like, I'm not on Team Aegon.
No,
not on Team Aegon.
Even after his window scene.
I do love his window scene. I like Aegon as.
If you were a king or royalty, would you do that? I don't
like Aegon as a king. I like him as a jester.
Oh sure, yeah.
I don't. He's obviously not
foreshadowing. He gets called a jester in this episode.
He does. Oh, I didn't realize that. No, he's more of a jester. Yeah, he's kind of a funny guy. He's too immature to be king.
Yeah.
Which is fine. Not everyone's fit to be king.
He doesn't want it anyway.
He doesn't want it anyways. Well, he's never thought about it actually anyways.
No, Alicent's forcing it upon him. Like how sometimes parents will force their kids to be doctors and whatnot. He's like, no, I want to be a comedian. Yep. I don't want to be a doctor.
I want to make fun of people.
Yeah.
I like to, yeah. And then, so pretty much Deanna gets the birth control.
Yeah, she gets the baby tea that
Rhaenyra
had.
Yeah, she does get the baby tea that Rhaenyra had.
But in this moment, though, when I was watching it, I truly, with how terrified she was and how, like, calm and collective Alicent was, I was like, is she about to get a dagger?
First off, Team Alicent disagrees with that statement because Alicent would never do that. Oh. Alicent is innocent.
Alicent is not innocent.
Alicent is taking care of the girl, giving her money.
Okay, after I saw the whole scene, yeah. She gives her a little bag of gold.
Yeah. Pretty much to shut up.
Yeah. Yeah. And then the baby tea to kill whatever's inside. Mm-hmm. So even if she does speak it, there's never going to be any truth from it.
Correct.
Yeah.
See, Team Alicent.
It's a very, it could have gone the other way, so I'll give her that. She took the high road.
Alicent wouldn't do that. Otto maybe. Alicent wouldn't.
All right, fair enough. Whatever. Okay. Moving on. I'm not on Team Alicent.
Perfect. Not yet.
Not yet. Give it time and we could be there. Mm-hmm. Who knows? So yeah, we'll stop there on her face and hop back over here.
Doesn't the next part go to, doesn't it show her beating her son?
Not the very next scene, I don't think. I know.
I want to see my boy Aemond. Aegon.
Getting there.
No, it is the next scene. Yes, it is.
It is the next scene.
Beautiful. Look at that. She is so ticked off at that little specimen right there. But yeah, so she then after she deals with Deanna or in the seed, she pretty much goes and yells at her son, like, "What are you doing?
Yeah,
like stop ruining maidenhoods to random girls and just be a king." Yeah,
this is what I'm setting you up to be. And he's just kind of telling her, like, I don't want this.
Yeah.
But he's also, like, here, we'll hop back over to it so you can see what's kind of going on here. But in this moment, he gets woken up, one, by the sheets getting ripped off. Mm-hmm. He's naked. And then right where this is, he just gets slapped by Alicent because she's just like, I've had enough of you. Like, stop screwing up, stop squandering our name, and, creating shame for the house and everything. And this must be a conversation that happens quite a bit because this one hits a little hits him deep in this, and he breaks down and he's just like, I've been trying to do everything that's asked of me, everything you ask of me, Mom, everything Papa Viserys asks of me, I'm trying to do it, but he's still a screw up at the end of the day. So whether he's like genuinely thinking he's doing what he's being asked to or not, I don't know. Maybe he got caught and he's just trying to get out of it. But at the end of the day, he doesn't even want it anyway. So why force it upon him? She has another kid.
She does.
Who is younger but looks way older.
Way older. He looks like he's like 30 compared to.
And he can 18. Defend himself. He doesn't even need a Sir Kristen Cole.
No, he does not. But yeah, so he's just, I don't know. He's not fit to be king, but doesn't make him a bad person. Well, I mean, he raped someone. Yeah, so it doesn't make him a bad person. So
kind of did something
let's go
naughty.
Back there a little bit. But yeah, so I'm not. Yeah, and then pretty much the next scene is pretty much one of my favorite scenes. In the whole episode? Is it yours?
No.
Yeah.
This scene?
Yeah.
It's a good one.
I'm just kidding. It's not one of my favorites.
It's not. I mean, like, all right. So here, they're sitting with Alicent.
Rhaenyra, Daemon, and Alicent are all gathering around. They're talking about, what's gonna happen at the court and stuff like that, and pretty much like, oh, who's gonna hear our claim? Oh, me, I am, and Otto. Oh, that's fair.
Right. Because you guys are just going to dismiss everything we say.
Yep, pretty much.
Yep.
And then they bring up the milk of the poppy to Viserys and how they're clouding his judgment by giving him just milk of the poppy and just.
She's like, oh no, it's for his pain. His pain's so blinding.
And I think I do believe that Alicent is doing it for the pain as well.
Sure.
But I do think they need to have sometimes that he just needs to speak. I think he needs to do some kinging.
Yeah, you can't keep him doped up all day. Like, he's got to kind of come out of comatose there, like that state, to make some decisions.
Yeah, like I believe they're just. I mean, maybe they have and they just don't show it, but it seems like all they do is just milk of the poppy, milk of the poppy, milk of the poppy. It's like,
oh, he's awake, milk of the poppy.
Yep, pretty much.
Which is sad. But yeah, so they're pretty much just having that conversation. They know where it's going to go from this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
That whatever they're asking for, it's just not going to happen. And she's seeing herself being removed farther and farther away from the throne.
Yeah, and Otto being hand of the king really plays a big role in everything. He pretty much is the king.
Yeah. He's making all the decisions.
So he's gonna make it best for his family and against Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, she's in a tough position. So she's ticked off, and yeah.
But
yeah.
So it's just an obstacle that Rhaenyra's gonna have to work herself around. Another one. Yeah.
Another one.
Every time she opens a door, another door closes behind her, and so it's just she's just searching King's Landing, trying to figure out how to execute this plan.
She's not doing very good.
No. Everybody she goes to, she's just kind of feeling more defeated each time.
Mm-hmm.
But then it hops over to the courtyard or whatever, the training yard, where you get to see these guys. Who the heck are these dudes?
Yeah.
But because they're men now. But this is Luke and Jace. Sorry, Lucerys and Viserys.
Nice job. Good
come
job.
on now.
I was waiting for him on that one. I don't know. I was waiting for him on that one.
I am like the worst with names. It's okay. But you get to see these two. They're a lot older now, and they're back at the training grounds.
They actually seem to be in better spirits than I thought they would be in King's Landing.
Well,
I thought they'd feel like
Jace kind of has like a I don't really care what other people think attitude,
which is cool, but like I thought they'd feel like outsiders. But
sure.
He's obviously feeling like cool. I mean, Lucerys is a little hesitant, like he feels like an outsider, but Viserys, he's like confident, cool, and just like having fun.
Yeah. He's like, our mom's gonna be queen one day. Who cares what these people think?
But then we get to see Aemond versus
dude.
Criston Cole.
This is a pretty nuts moment. I'll just let this play out because this is wild to see Aemond all grown up, and they wait a while to show his face because it kind of looks like it could be Daemon from the backside.
It does, other than the strap around. There you go.
There you go. There's Aemond. He is old.
And they're looking at each other like, what did we do?
Man, somebody put some steroids in this guy's food because he is big now. And he's good with a sword.
And he looks way older than his brother Aegon.
And the last time we saw him, we cut that eye out.
We cut that left eye out.
Show got it wrong, but that's okay. It was just the Maesters telling anyway. Maybe the Maesters got it wrong about which eye it was.
Yeah, that's pretty hard to get wrong.
That's 50-50
There's certain
chance.
things in the book that you know are right and you know are could be happening. Cutting someone's eye of a guy who's seen all the time seems like something very
weird
easy.
thing to get wrong. Yeah.
But then this part,
the grand entrance of Aemond. Anytime a Valyrian enters the scene, there's always music. It's always a grand entrance. It's just they know how to do it right.
They do it right. They just come with.
What if they just had like 50 Cent in the club playing? Boom, 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 boom.
See it? I could see it, and he knows that's his enemy right there. That's his his issue. So that's a pretty big scene. As you saw, look on Aemon's face, he's like all excited. I think he just likes conflict. Aemond.
I think so because now he knows he can back it up. He's good with a sword, and he's got the strongest dragon.
He does have Vhagar.
Yeah. So I mean, he's kind of you said this to me that he's kind of like Daemon.
He's kind of like a mini Daemon.
Yeah, right.
But not really mini now.
No, he's
kind of like they're probably that'd be a good fight.
That would be a good fight. That'd be a cool one to see.
That would be a great one to see.
Is that foreshadowing, maybe?
Odds are.
Gotta stay tuned to find out.
Yeah.
Oh man, but no, yeah, he's gonna be a force to reckon with, and it's just gonna be insane. another powerful ally for Team Alicent.
Team Alicent.
At the moment.
Yeah. Since he has Vhagar is the biggest dragon by far.
Mm-hmm.
And if he has those sword skills,
he's got land and air covered. He just doesn't have sea.
No, he's gonna be a tough one to take. He's gonna be a tough one. He's gonna do some havoc. I think he's gonna do. If there's a war, Aemond's gonna be.
I think he feels so confident that he would even provoke a war.
Aemond? He's not Daemon.
He's not Daemon, but I think if there's like talk, like, you know how the Stepstones are always just like, oh, war might break out. He looks to me now that he would just be like, I'll go check it out.
Like I think he's more like Daemon than anyone else. I think they're I do think they're like the same.
Gotcha.
I think they're the same. Like Daemon went and fought a war by him, with Corlys because he wanted to, pretty much.
Exactly.
I think Aemon's like that too.
Okay. Yeah. He's gonna be a cool one to follow.
Oh no, he's gonna be awesome to follow. But right after that, what do we see?
Right after this moment?
Yeah, after this great magic moment.
Well, we get to go back to Alicent, and she's over in the council room let me hop it over to this, because she's pretty much hearing out with her Papa Otto. Why Vaemond is there.
Mm-hmm.
He gets a meeting with the queen in the hand, and he's just pretty much just like, look, lets him know the sea snake isn't doing good, and the succession of Driftmark cannot go to Rhaenyra's kids, and I'm gonna plead my case. And so they see it as an opportunity to do this, make this official behind the king's back.
Yes, and if they make this official, then that changes everything.
100%.
Pretty much, if they give it to Lucerys, if they give Driftmark to Vaemond, it's pretty much saying Lucerys and Jacaerys are illegitimate.
Yep.
Which kills everything, which makes Aegon
sends a message
king.
without it even saying anything.
Yep, that sends a small, like, they're taking care of a small issue that sends a big message.
Yep.
So it looks like they're leaning that way.
I mean, they are leaning that way.
Yeah, why wouldn't? Yes, they are leaning.
Yeah,
100%.
And plus, Viserys tells Alicent that if he gets chosen, he will be in such a great debt to her. Like, pretty much like, you have my fleet at your command anytime you want. Like, I will help you with anything if you help me with
That's
this.
not a bribe if I've ever heard one.
Right. Just sweetening the deal. It's not a bribe.
Absolutely. Yeah, so they hear that. And then, that's pretty much what that whole small council meeting's about, what we took from it and everything like that.
And then there's another plead of desperation that comes
here
up.
It comes.
Yeah, so you've got over in the what is this area even called?
They call it the
It's by that praying tree, the god tree.
It's not Godswoods.
Godswoods. Well, it's this scene. Here, I just pulled it up for you. You get to see Rhaenys. She's over with the tree. Here, this one here, which you see a lot in Game of Thrones. I know this area has a name. I'm just drawing a line.
I don't know it either. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
We'll figure it out.
But she's greeted by one of her grandkids as well as Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And so Rhaenyra wants to go sweeten the deal with Rhaenys because she knows Vaemond is the one accusing her kids.
Yep.
She knows that succession is on the line or whatever. And so can't talk to Corlys.
Nope.
Viserys is kind of in and out of it on Milk of the Poppy. Let's go talk to Rhaenys and see where she stands.
Mm-hmm.
And so she brings one of Lyanna's kids, just to kind of sweeten Grandma up a little bit and be like, hey, remember me? Like, let this pass to me so it'll pass to your daughter.
Yep.
Because I'm married to Daemon, who's her mother. Sorry your kid died. Sorry both your kids died.
Yep, pretty much.
But that's this conversation, though. They actually confront it head on, which is kind of cool. Not that Rhaenys believes her.
No, she doesn't. She doesn't like her.
No, she doesn't like her. So just in case you don't know, you do. If you're this far in the show, you do know. But Rhaenys and Corlys do believe that Laenor died so Rhaenyra could marry Daemon.
Yes.
Right? And they, in the show, lost Lyanna, and then shortly after lost Laenor.
Within 6 months of each other.
Yeah, in the books, it's within 6 months of each other. And so, yeah, they immediately were like, nope, Rhaenyra did this so she could marry Daemon. So they're feeling betrayed. They're feeling hurt. They're like, really? You'd kill our son just for this decision? And so she's been holding this anger all this time, 6 years.
She probably hasn't seen her in 6 years.
No, hasn't seen her in 6 years.
And then all of a sudden she needs help.
Yeah, right. And so Rhaenyra's coming to Rhaenys proposing, something, but she brings the granddaughter to kind of show like a truce, say we're family.
Yep.
And they do address that specific issue head on. And Rhaenyra pretty much just tells Rhaenys, like, look, I loved your son. I was never... She didn't lie.
She did love her son.
No. She probably did that. But when she tells Rhaenys that I didn't order your son's death and I wasn't aware of your son's death, yes and no.
Her son's not dead.
Okay, but in their world, they think he's dead.
Yes.
Right.
She didn't
Us as a viewer, we know.
She didn't directly cause it.
She
Indirectly, she did.
Yeah. And so she's playing innocent. She knows that she planted a seed because right after her conversation, all of a sudden, Corlys and Rhaenys think their son's dead. Yep. So, yes and no, you didn't.
She probably has never asked Daemon.
No. Out of sight, out of mind.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Ignorance is bliss.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So she's playing on that card, trying to win over Rhaenys.
What's it called? Plausible deniability.
Yeah. Which she's holding on to that.
Yep.
Yeah. But Rhaenys sees through her crap and pretty much just says, like, look, come the queen's decision, you're going to be on your knees.
Yep.
And they're going to tear you apart, essentially. And I'm going to be standing by myself.
With Driftmark.
Yeah. So she's pretty much just saying, like, thanks for your offers. Whatever. Mm-hmm. I have to look out for me.
Yep. Pretty much. Yep. Say, nice try, girl.
Mm-hmm. You're on your own. Yeah. And so this is just another avenue that Rhaenyra feels like she's losing grip on. You can kind of see it on her face right here. Mm-hmm. Like, she's just,
what do I do next?
Yeah, what do I do next? Like, nobody wants me. Like, I'm just the outcast.
I mean, she's away from everyone for 6 years. Everyone builds their own relationships and everyone does everything else. I mean, like, what do you expect?
Walk away and come back.
You can't just, yeah. So, I mean, she's kind of got this childish mind. She definitely has a childish mind, actually, with the next scene, actually, as well. Because,
whoa, what are you talking about?
Everything she does is just out of child's mind. Like,
okay. Yeah, okay. The next scene is her with her dad, so whatever.
Yeah, so it's with her dad because she tried everyone else, didn't want to get daddy involved.
Yeah.
But now I have to get daddy involved.
Daddy, can you save me? If you want me to be queen, you really need to make this official.
Pretty much that's what she says. Yeah. But she also brings up, and I want to bring this up on purpose, she also brings up a tale of fire and ice.
Mm-hmm.
That is very important. And to me, I pointed out to you, but she brings it up to...
Way to point that out as well.
Not a big deal.
Go for it.
Not a big deal. I pointed it out to him. Not a big deal.
Go for it.
He points out what is it, a tale of fire and blood?
Yeah.
Fire and ice.
Fire and ice.
Ice. Yeah, so a ballad or something like that. I should know that. But yeah, she brings it up to him because she just pretty much wants him. I never wanted the crown. I thought I did, but I actually don't.
The burden's very heavy.
It is very heavy, especially since she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't. If she was a guy, this wouldn't even be an argument. It wouldn't even be an argument.
What was that?
It's a flash.
Was that in the show or was that your camera?
My camera's down. Oh no, my camera's up. We're all good.
Oh, weird. Maybe that's just part of the show.
Yeah, could be.
Okay, I saw it on my peripheral and I was like, where'd that flash come from? All right.
I don't know.
Sorry.
No, we're all good. But yeah, so she's pretty much saying, and then she gets to the point where she's talking to him, and then she's just like, "Defend me."
Yeah. Right. Papa, please come out of your milking state and help me.
But he's so drugged up he can't do anything.
Yeah. Which the Song of Fire and Ice is it's a dream that Aegon had.
Mm-hmm.
And it foretells the story of
Khaleesi and Jon Snow.
Yeah. And so why do you think that is that she brought this up?
Because he told her about it. Oh, wait, it was in the scene. I saw it.
It is. Okay.
Okay. Whew. Threw me off a little bit. You saw like lightning. We're like, what the heck's going on? Yeah, so she brings it up because he told her that. And, if she can't tell the realm that because it'll freak everyone out or they won't believe her and they'll call her crazy.
Yeah.
But if it's passed down from king to king to king to king, she told him that. But the reason I think that's so important is because later I'm going to foreshadow it.
Okay.
They talk about it later in the show.
Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. It is kind of cool that every time we see his room, King's Landing is more and more developed.
Yeah, I do like that fact that they have, like, we didn't see that much of Game of Thrones, but now we see more of King's Landing in this show, which I really do appreciate.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, here's this kind of nasty scene. So this is kind of a cool scene. So he's had this talk with Rhaenyra. Not really. He listened, but this scene, you're seeing him get it dressed by the maesters.
Mm-hmm.
They're probably doing some leechings back there, and they're treating the wounds and whatnot and bandages. But Otto, he's talking to Otto, and Viserys is like, I want supper. And Otto's like, it's morning, King. Like, you got to wait for supper.
Wait. Okay, King.
Yeah, and he's just
You're
like,
on your
no,
phone.
tonight I want supper. And he's just like, okay, sure. You're in no state for supper, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's just like, all right, he's kind of being coherent. I don't want him to show up for anything outside of this room. So he goes and grabs milk of the poppy and comes back to Viserys, and he offers it to him, which you'll see here in just a second. Well, really, he's kind of getting out of the way because he's naked and they're lifting him up.
Yeah.
But while he's over there, he does grab milk of the poppy, and he comes back, and he's just like, hey, for your pain, here's some...
For the pain.
And for the first time, at least that we get to see, Viserys is like, you know what? I need a clear state of mind for this.
And that's all because of how Rhaenyra came to him, I think.
Mm-hmm, I think so. Yep. He needs to right the wrongs. That whether he feels he did it or not, he just needs to make the kingdom whole again.
Mm-hmm.
Need to make the family whole again.
Yep.
And he knows this is something he can't do while he's in a,
Yep, because what's the only thing that can beat a Targaryen? Another Targaryen.
Yep. Oh, and here's the scene where Otto thinks... So they had this talk with Aemond, and they're going to hold this little meeting to hear petitions.
Oh, yeah, petitions. Yeah,
they're going to hear petitions, and they're going to decide who is going to rule over Driftmark without the king. But Otto does say he is making this decision as the king. This is what the king would want, so I'm going to declare it. And but they're doing it formally, so they're hearing everybody's sides. Everybody showed up, so let's hear everybody's sides. But really, this guy is who they have in mind.
According to the king, there should never even been this.
Should never even been this
because he already named him.
Yep. So why is there even question?
Nope.
Yeah.
Yep.
If Corlys goes, it goes to Jacaerys.
Yep. No, Lucerys.
Lucerys. Oh, that's right, because Jacaerys is going to be king.
Yep.
Kind of air quotes. And then so Lucerys would need to rule Driftmark. Yeah. Yep.
Not air quotes. I mean, he is the future king.
Yeah. No, I know. I just did air quotes because
he's not the king yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah. And he's got brown hair. But so everybody says their piece, and there's Rhaenyra. She's about to say why she wants it. And this is a cool moment.
This is a great moment. Yeah.
Because Otto, man, just get the heck off that seat, buddy.
Show Otto's face. Let's see that little dirty little mongrel.
He's like, oh, crap. He hasn't had his milk of the poppy.
See, I think they're so... No, I don't want to see her face.
Oh, yeah?
Nope, I don't want to. But to see the music that's going on, see, he's like a Valyrian. The music goes when he walks.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. But like Otto, I think, is more ticked off than anyone else. And I think he's ticked off, too. They had this plan. And Viserys... Yep.
She's panicked because she's like, oh no, like we all know what Viserys is gonna do, and now our plan's failing.
He looks pretty cool with that
gold mask.
That does look pretty cool.
Looks like Phantom of the Opera
for what he is going through and everything like that.
Yeah,
he looks pretty cool in that.
I guess so. Yeah, you can't look any cooler when you're falling apart as bad as he is.
Nope. But yeah, so they look disturbed.
They do
in this moment, and Alicent looked disturbed too, which makes me realize that she might not.
Oh, she's on anything Otto does that's shady. She's in the know. And this is the moment that you see on Rhaenys' face where she's like, well, this changes
plotting
the game.
really quick.
Yeah. Now I need to change my tactics and maybe reconsider what Rhaenyra said. Because Papa is going to pick Rhaenyra no matter what.
This is the one scene I don't like with Alicent, because I thought Alicent was good.
Not so pure.
She had a fault.
Yeah, of course she's got faults. I mean, I will give you that, though. She is a queen. She's doing everything she's supposed to. But at the end of the day, she does want to favor her kids, and she does she wants Aegon to be king. Mm-hmm. And she will do what it takes.
I don't like Otto.
No.
I don't think I ever have.
No, he was never cool. Even though people thought he was going to be Ned Stark or whatever.
No. And Ned Stark was honorable.
Yeah.
Otto is just...
There's nothing about this. There really isn't even a Ned Stark character in this show.
It's Alicent.
Okay, if there was going to be anybody, it would be Viserys.
Yeah, Viserys is pretty good. Picks up his own. No,
Daemon
that's
picks
Daemon.
it up.
Yeah, that's Daemon.
And he's like, I didn't want help. And he's like, oh my gosh.
I got you, bro.
My brother. And see, he cares. Rhaenyra didn't come to his aid.
Yes.
Daemon is watching his
Daemon
brother struggle.
has his back.
He does.
Daemon doesn't care about the throne. I don't care what anyone else says. He doesn't want the throne.
No. He wanted it, but since it's not going to him, he accepts it because it's family.
Mm-hmm.
And he found power in Pentos.
Yep, for a minute.
Oh, he could get it back if he wanted it. If they moved down there, he could have it. But they're kind of lords of
I love the interaction they have between the two of them. Like Daemon loves his brother.
Yes.
Purely
Very
loves his
so.
brother. So when his brother cast him out, I think that really hurt him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is them coming back 6 years, and he hates seeing him like this and just wants to help him.
Yeah, I genuinely agree with that. Yeah. This is a big moment because Viserys is looking out, and he's just like, what's going on here? He's like, sorry for my confusion,
Mm-hmm.
but why are we petitioning the next Lord of Driftmark when it's already been set in stone?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty much just says, like, we shouldn't even be having this conversation because the only one in this room that could even speak for Corlys is Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, and so he asks Rhaenyra, what are Corlys's wishes?
Yeah.
And that's when you see her change sides.
Yep.
So fast forward, there she is.
Boom.
And she knows, now she's talking to Viserys, that she cannot ask for herself to be the queen of Driftmark.
But, yes, so she plays this game, too. She plays it really well.
Yeah.
She does. She plays it really well. Vaemond, Otto, and Alicent didn't see this coming. It's all because Rhaenyra went to say to her daddy and said, defend me. The Hail Mary paid off.
Something finally worked.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And so, yeah, she knows Vaemond isn't even an issue at this point. And she knows she's not getting it. And so her only play here is to hold Rhaenyra to her word.
Yep.
Right? She knows she can make this happen.
And Viserys loves the uniting of big families.
Oh, it's his favorite thing.
And loves it.
Get those brothers and sisters together.
Yes.
Yeah.
Other than his daughter and his brother.
Yeah, he didn't want that to happen, but it happened.
But he accepts it.
He does. He's very accepting. But yeah, so she pretty much just says, like, no, Corlys's words are that it gets passed down to Lucerys, and then she's like, and right before this, Rhaenyra came up to me with a beautiful proposal to join Jacaerys, Lucerys, and her granddaughters,
Baela and Rhaena.
Baela and Rhaena, together. And so Viserys hears this. He's overjoyed with it.
Oh, loves
thinks
it.
this is an amazing
Eats it up
proposal.
like supper.
Mm-hmm. So now it's set in stone. This is a proposal set in front of the king and everybody. This is going to happen
as
now.
witnesses. Yep.
And so Otto's look of disappointment
he looks
because
defeated because he sucks at life.
he's like, dang it, I didn't give him that milk of the poppy.
Mm-hmm.
And now our plan's unfolding.
Yep.
And who knows what kind of deal or something he had brokering on this. I'm sure he wanted to control the ships.
I'm sure
because
having that power,
air and sea. And he's got armies on land and stuff. Yeah. So now he's not protected by sea anymore, and he's just watching that slip away. And she's distraught.
Oh, she's pissed. He doesn't care. No, he's happy.
Yeah. He loves seeing their plans fail.
Yeah.
Because he gets scolded all the time because he's not living up to his kingly duty. But then when he sees Mama, try really hard and fail, he's just like, this is what you get.
Yeah. We got to show the next part.
Oh, so I'm not going to show
the whole part.
I'm not going to show the whole part. You should really watch the episode to see this thing. But here, let's
go back to that disappointed family.
Oh, I'll get up to this. All right. So in this moment, Vaemond has had enough. He knows just by Viserys being there, this is not going to go his way. And so now he is just like, I'm going to create the biggest wave I can because it's not going to me, so I don't care anymore. He's like, you can kill me, whatever, but I'm going to rock some waves. And so in this moment, he calls out her kids' legitimacy, and he calls out Rhaenyra for sleeping around.
Yep.
And that is all everybody's had enough. The king demands for his tongue to be cut out, and in this moment, Daemon sees it another way. And should I show it? I don't know. Can we show that on YouTube?
I wouldn't show it.
Yeah, there's a reason why it's on HBO.
I just pause it.
Yeah, so
Just pause it right there. Yep.
Okay.
We'll leave it right there.
Something very crazy and shocking happens here in the next couple seconds, and you really should watch the episode to see how much detail is put into this. But it's yeah.
Yeah, Aemond is no more.
Daemon is no more. And it's a beautiful way.
You're so close here. I would watch what you're doing here.
No, it's not. It's just on us.
Oh, okay. Cool. I thought you were still showing it. I don't have the camera in from. Yeah.
Come on, man.
I don't have the angle like you do.
No,
So you
I
have to go
know.
over here
I can
for
see
me.
it all.
I can't.
I'm the producer / host and
Slash
/
Ross.
beauty. Got beauty in the bronze.
Beast.
Beast.
Okay. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful scene. Once again, why I think Daemon's on my team. I'm on Team Daemon.
Oh, you got to be on Damon's team.
You have to be on Daemon's team.
But did you see that? Did you see this?
What?
Here, let's go back. I'm not gonna. Well, maybe I could show
Right there?
it. Boom. He is so intrigued by this.
Aemond loves Daemon.
Aemond loves Daemon. Yeah. Here, I'll hop over here because now we're not gonna spoil anything. But look at this look of Aemond. He's seen. He's not related to Aemond, but he just seen.
He's related to Daemon.
No. He's not related to Aemond.
Oh, Vaemond.
Yeah.
Not
But he just seen somebody die in the most kind of gruesome way possible, and he's looking at this like, whoa, that's very cool. You see Aegon, and he's kind of like,
disgusted,
gross. And then Helena or whatever her name is she's kind of like, whoa.
Yep.
She's shocked, but his face, he's just like, I dig this.
Yeah, he's pretty sadistic.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I don't think death and blood and all that stuff, I don't think he's scared of it or anything. I think he welcomes it.
Mm-hmm.
And so just for that, again, he's just going to be such a cool one to watch. I do think he's going to be just like Daemon.
Yeah, I do too.
That is, that's a face of, he's intrigued. But I can't really show because they do kind of go back and forth between what's laying down on the ground at this point. And here we go. Oh, no, can't show this scene.
Don't want to show that scene.
Man, they really love to show that. I think they put a lot of work into it, so I get it.
Yep.
Yeah.
They did.
Oh, but now we are at supper.
Supper time.
The Last Supper.
The Last Supper.
Oh, my gosh, it's so funny.
Foreshadowing a little bit.
Yeah, we are. But this is such a beautiful scene. Viserys is such a family guy. He loves his family, loves every part of his family, and he just wants them to get along.
Yep.
Right? This is all he's ever wanted. He wants every member of the house to just get along and coexist and just be happy. And he hasn't gotten it. How long this timeline's been going on.
Yep.
But this is kind of his final request. He knows he doesn't have that much time left. And he asks them to just be a family and sit down and just enjoy each other's company. And so what's cool here is I do think they have genuine toasts between Rhaenyra and Alicent, because they are specific on what words they use.
Yes.
Right. So they do, I think, mention what they do adore of each other.
Yep.
But they are leaving out everything that they hate about each other.
Absolutely. They're sugarcoating it.
Yeah.
They're saying only the positives.
Oh, I don't know if I can show this part either.
I wouldn't show that.
All the detailed stuff, I don't think YouTube will look at that.
But his yeah. His speech, just to get along, everything like that. It's beautiful.
It is.
It is beautiful. He loves his family. Yeah, just loves everyone in the room. Just wants everyone to be happy. And they actually start joking around.
Yeah, they have fun for a bit.
And it's how he's so happy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that is what he needed for the rest of his life. That's all he wanted, and then he's done.
Yep. It's it's like when somebody's on their deathbed and they really are holding on to life because they want to see somebody, and then that person shows up at the hospital and they're like, okay, now I can go.
Yep. That's all he wanted, was see his family together, laughing, joking, dancing, have music, eating a feast. He was on cloud 9.
And you know what? I'm so glad they gave it to him because he deserves it.
He did.
I will say, though, that this entire scene does not happen in the books.
They have a supper.
They do have a supper all
together? They do
together?
have a supper. He wanted a supper. They have a supper all together. And it's rumored that, I'll go over this. It's rumored that they toast each other. Daemon toasts Otto. Otto toasts Daemon.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra and Alicent toast each other.
That's true, because there is a line that's coming up that is in the books.
Yep.
Word for word.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's true. They do have a supper. But everything's just so glossed over in the books that it's they do pull a lot of details out of almost nothing on some scenes, and so yeah. But yeah, so Rhaenyra gives her toast.
With Rhaenyra's toast,
Mm-hmm.
this is why I'm on Team Alicent.
Why?
Alicent cares about Viserys. She's watched him decay over the years, and she has never given up on him.
That's very true, and that's what Rhaenyra highlights in her speech.
And it's so true because she takes care of him, helps him, gives him blankets. Like, that doesn't seem like a lot, but like,
But
they
she
have
could also
servants
not
for
do
that. They have
yeah.
servants for that.
Mm-hmm.
She could be disgusted by him, and she just always has his back. Yes, she does love him, but yes, she does love her sons as well.
Yeah, she knows one's out,
But she's never given up on him, and I think that's very
admirable. Yeah.
I know she defends her sons, and she may be plotting, but she's only plotting to defend her own kids.
Yeah. No, that's true.
But again,
yeah.
I guess that's so is Rhaenyra, whatever. But
No, yeah, and I mean, you're spot on. I mean, I teeter with that line of Alicent, but
this
you're
moment
right.
here,
yeah,
I think after all these speeches and everything like this, I think she doesn't want Aegon to be king anymore. After this supper, she does not.
See,
want
that's how
Aegon
I
to
felt too.
I
think after this speech, it was like, you know what? Let's put all this behind us. You
for
can have
Viserys.
it. For Viserys. Yep. And it was the king's request, and you're right. She kind of fell in line. She's like, you know what? I need to listen to you. And I do think there is that moment here. And
It's okay, not at the end of supper, but right now when they're joking, when they're joking around, and having fun.
Which they do show.
Go back to that scene for 5 seconds. Not that scene, but right after. Pause it right when right before she stands up. Go back just a tad.
Right before she stands up.
Right before she stands up. This is what I noticed, and it was kind of funny to me. I don't know if you noticed who the head of the tables were on the sides.
What do you mean?
Aemond is one of the head of the tables, like on the end.
Oh yeah, her boys were.
And one of the other boys were, but Aemond he just feels like he's the most powerful. I feel like he's like, see where he's at?
Yeah.
Like him across from Viserys. Or is that Lucerys? No, that's Lucerys.
Well, you got him sitting right here.
No, that's Aegon. I'm saying Aemond. Aemond, far left. Up. One-eyed guy.
This one?
No, a one-eyed guy. Yeah, right there.
Oh, I didn't even see him.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry, you can't see it, but I've got two cameras in front of me, and okay. All right, so there's Aemond. He's sitting.
He is sitting directly from Lucerys.
Oh man,
ticked off. He shouldn't be the head of the table.
He shouldn't be.
I don't know who should be now that I'm looking at it.
Well, you'd think that.
No, you put him in the middle, but maybe you'd have. No, he'd want Alicent and Rhaenyra next to him.
You'd have your eldest kids, and then it'd go to your youngest.
Yeah.
This way, right? Because you got king, queen.
I'd have put I don't know. I guess maybe that's true. I just felt like I felt like he was in power right there.
100%.
I don't know. He just seemed like when they shot him, he was by himself.
Yeah.
And when they shot everyone else, there was two people in it.
Yeah.
And so they focused a lot on him because everyone else is next to someone. Like even the.
Well, at this point though, he's also the only one that isn't betrothed to somebody.
That is no. I don't see Joff anywhere.
Okay, so Joff and him, but Joff's not at the table. So at this point, he's the only one that isn't married or promised to somebody.
That's true.
Yeah.
And him and Otto too.
Otto, yeah. Well, he had his chance. He killed her.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Actually, not allegedly.
He did.
But so she does her speech, and little stinker Aegon is commenting with
because Aegon's a jester.
He is. He just likes to poke and prod, and so he's pretty much just letting. Is it Viserys? I didn't see.
Yeah, it was Viserys. It was Viserys.
Yeah, it's Viserys' girl that I don't remember which one he's.
I think
Bela
or Rhaenyra.
Rhaenyra.
I should know this.
It's Rhaenyra, the older one.
I can Google it.
I don't know. But so he Aegon's pretty much just like poking at Viserys and saying like, "Hey, you've never been with a girl before. If your girl wants to be with a real man, I've got you."
Because he's been with a lot of girls.
He's been with a lot of girls. Yeah. And so it just gets to a point where it just boils over with Viserys and whatnot. But After that, though,
It gets real awkward real quick.
it does, because Aemond's ready to party.
Yeah.
He stands up the second Viserys is like,
Mm-hmm.
I've had enough of this. And he's just like, what's up? You want to party?
Yeah.
Like, let's dance with swords.
Yeah, he's not scared of anyone.
No, and yeah. And so he's going to be one that's like quick to the draw with a sword in any situation. And they're all just giving toasts. She does slam Aegon pretty hard. She's like, marriage isn't so bad. They're mostly going to ignore you until they're drunk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I think that just kind of like everybody's like, whoa, Aegon sucks.
I think it eased the tension a little bit.
Yeah.
And it kind of just made everyone laugh. I mean, maybe not Aegon. Aemond just wants to see some fighting.
He does. He doesn't want this like weird stuff. But this is the moment where everybody's having fun.
This is Viserys' moment. Look at Viserys watching dancing. There's music. This is his moment. Yep. There it is. Yep. Finally.
He's like,
he's holding hands with Alicent.
It's like finally the family has come together. They're smiling. They're having fun.
This is the last happy scene I think we see for the show.
Yeah. Soak it in because this is as good as it gets. And he's looking over. He's got everybody with him. And I think he just truly can't believe that it's actually happening. And his heart's melting right now.
Mm-hmm. Laugh. Even Otto's laughing. I didn't want to see them teeth. I'd rather see Viserys smile than him.
Yeah, right? And it's just, you can't help but like just fall in love with this. Look at that. Like he's just so overjoyed. And you can see Daemon's just like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, brother, that I've been a little this whole time.
Yep. It's a beautiful scene. That was a good scene. I really enjoyed that scene. It looked like they were having so much fun. And then when he goes away, the mice
immediately. And that's what sucks, dude, right? So, yeah. So he gets carried away. And here's Aemond. He's like, wait, one more toast. And
to the Strongs.
To the Strongs.
You gonna put on some captions, huh?
Yeah.
You want to say that word for word, don't you?
I'll let it do it, but yeah.
Jace.
Check this out, guys. This is just a huge stab. That's strong.
This is it. He wants this battle. He wants this fight.
He does. He does.
When it comes to these three, and Aegon gets all happy. He's like, "Oh yeah,
brother."
I wouldn't like even after seeing.
Boom, dude! Just slams his face into the table. But his equal, Daemon, comes up and he's just like, buddy, you think you're so big and bad? Just come and play with me.
Yeah, come play with someone who actually fought someone before, not some little kids.
He's like, nope. Papa Daemon has this.
I can't wait.
And I think he sees his true colors because he's just like, look, my brother, the king, asked for us all to get along. And the second he walks out, you start something.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I know where you truly lie. But he's smiling like he might be like, I kind of get this kid. Mm-hmm. I see a younger me in there.
He does. Otto's still trying to do it. Yep, holding her baby bump.
There it is.
There's little Viserys. See, this is. I still think she wants her to be queen, right then and there.
Yeah, and I'm sure this is where it gets screwed up again because she wants her to stay.
Mm-hmm.
She wants to get close to her friend again.
Yep.
But Rhaenyra chose smartly, like, let me get my kids safe
because they're not safe here.
They're not safe here.
And they're a problem for both of us.
Yeah. Like once one of them is in charge of Driftmark, she can just leave them there and, they're safe and whatnot. But yeah, she's like, let me get my kids home and then I'll fly back on Dragonback.
Yeah. We'll send them to Dragonstone and then we'll come back.
Mm-hmm. And she says she would love that. She would love to see Rhaenyra again. And I do think it's genuine right here.
Yep.
Right. And so.
And I think they're planning everything.
This moment, I'll just be honest. I wonder how many people out there in the world thought the same thing. So with Masera, which is Daemon's ex-gal, when she has this meeting with the hooded woman, I was telling Colby that when I saw the face on this girl, and I'll pause it. You can see what you think. I Googled it, and it's whatever. But boom, Tell me this doesn't look like the Red Woman.
I didn't think it was the Red Woman.
Dude, when I saw it, I was like, she's gonna resurrect somebody. And like, that, Viserys is gonna die. And I know I'm farther than this in the books, and I know this isn't the case, but I was like, maybe the show's gonna branch away a little bit and have fun, but I don't know. I looked her up. It's not. Her name's like, I forgot what it was, like
Talia?
Talia. Yeah, Talia. So, I think so.
I don't know. I just made that up.
It was like Taylor.
I thought you said that earlier. That's why I said it back.
Yeah. So. And so she kind of does the work in the shadows for Mysaria.
One of the many whispers.
Yeah. There's a lot of whispers going on.
There is. And Mysaria is, like I said a long time ago in our past episodes, I thought she was the one who controlled who saw Rhaenyra in the brothel.
Which I do have to agree. I think you're right. Yeah, no, I do. I think you're right. And, oh, man. This scene already. We're here at the end of the episode.
Yeah, this is it.
All right.
But, again, another beautiful scene.
Yeah, they did a good job.
Because if you look very carefully, she is still taking care of Viserys.
To the very last moment.
You can't ask for anything else from a girl who's way younger than him in the show. In the book, they're not. They're only 11 years apart in the book, I think.
Yeah, it's like 11, 13, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, 18 and 29, I think, was when they got married.
Yep.
But yeah.
I shouldn't just let some stuff play out. Oh.
Yeah, let's just pause.
There we go. We're good. We're in a good spot.
But yeah, so
Sorry,
she's still
YouTube if you freak out.
She's still taking care of him to the deathbed, and I think that's really admirable of her. Even though I don't know, I just think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it's behind closed doors. Nobody's even there to see it, and so she's still taking care of him. So it does show that she cares.
She truly loves him.
Yeah, I agree,
and I believe that. That's why I'm on Team Alicent. I think she is a genuine person. I don't know why you can't be on her team too. I don't. What has she done that's wrong? If you give me one thing, I'll tell you why.
Yeah, maybe she's got.
You just don't like it because the show portrays her as the enemy against Rhaenyra.
Maybe it's her RBF.
What's that?
Her resting face.
I don't know.
I mean, she just looks like she doesn't look approachable.
I mean, maybe.
I don't know. Right. But no, I will give her that. And then this is also the scene where they bring up the Song of Fire and Ice,
which I thought. So, the Song of Fire and Ice. The reason I said to remember that earlier was, I believe that he is so far gone at this point, and she just told him that she has a son named Aegon, and Viserys, Rhaenyra did.
Mm-hmm.
She brought up a Song of Fire and Ice. Not Alicent. And I think he got it a little twisted that he was talking to Rhaenyra and not Alicent, and that he talks about it. I want you to be king, and I didn't make a mistake. I gave you all these burdens. Otherwise, what was the point in coming out of his shell to save her?
Yep, I think this was a conversation meant for Rhaenyra.
I agree. And he says it to her, and that changes everything.
Because he tells. Alicent is on the receiving end, and Viserys is telling her that he needs her to do, to lead and make Aegon king.
But not that Aegon.
Yeah.
I don't know how Alicent would know that she's talking about that Aegon, because there's no way that Aegon should be king.
Right. No, I know. I get that. And she might not even have met those little kids yet, so she might not know they exist.
I'm sure she does.
She probably, yeah.
I'm sure she does. They have birdies everywhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, so she's
thinking her eldest Aegon.
But why wouldn't she?
Because that's what she's been wanting this whole time.
Absolutely. Or Otto's been brainwashed her with.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, I think that little mixed signal.
So his dying words are his dying last few words or whatever are to make Aegon king, and that's all she needs to hear.
And then it changes everything. Or it changes everything back to where it was.
Yep. Screw that dinner we just had.
Yep.
We just bonded. Nope. The king is on my side. He wants Aegon to be king.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Which would make the next few scenes, it's not in the show, but in the book, it kind of makes that scene at the council meeting a little more believable.
With what, Vagon?
No, when it's not shown in this episode. So when they're at the meeting and they're deciding things, and Beesbury has his moment. Right. So her having this fuel would make sense for that scene in the book.
Yeah.
Right. Because until then, it was just like, whoa, she waited for a moment to make some big decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so that was kind of also why I was like, this little Beezy, right? But this is the dying words of her husband, and now it makes more sense.
It does make a lot more sense.
Yeah.
She misinterpreted it, but how would she not know?
Exactly.
There's no way unless she was there. And yeah, all out war now.
But this is the moment that starts the Dance of the
Dragons.
Yeah.
Which we and you both thought this was going to be the end episode.
I really did.
We
with the title
talked about this a long time. We never brought it up because we didn't want to give anything away.
Mm-hmm.
But we always thought it was going to be episode 10.
Mm-hmm. Which is weird because now they have to include some of the Dance of the Dragon in season 1.
But I think that's what's going to hook you to season 2.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, this would be a good ending to season 1.
Yeah.
But it'd be so much unknown. You'd almost need scenes to see what's going to happen. This is going to show just frantic from here.
I will say, so that slicing that happened to Aemond, there's going to be a whole lot more slicing that happens.
You think so?
Coming out.
Yeah.
There's I'm just going to say people lose their tongues.
People lose some tongues.
Some people get fed to dragons.
Yep.
It starts to get nuts.
It does. And I'm pretty excited to see where the show's going. I'm just kind of sad there's only 2 episodes left.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's a bummer. But it is going to be interesting. I really hope they don't wrap too much of the Dance of the Dragons in this season.
Dance of the Dragons is about just these next couple years. These 2 years in the show are going to be like the next. They could play out these 2 years for probably 3 seasons. You're not even through it. There's so much that happens.
Sure.
And yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even through that part yet. So I kind of hope they do. I really do want the show to slow down on the time jumps, which it does in the books, kind of in this part. But
now it does, yeah.
Now it does, and so I want this show to be like several seasons and whatnot. It's not going to be 8.
I think 4 or 5 is probably where it should be.
Okay. You think there's enough material for 4 or 5?
I definitely think there's enough material for 4 or 5.
Man,
if the time jumps are really screwing it up.
Yeah.
So if they don't do any time jumps, I think 4 or 5 is perfect. They don't need after this season. They don't need to time jump at all.
No.
There's no more need to time jump.
Which is nice.
Yes, they can keep the same actors.
In the books, though, don't the grandkids, Viserys and Aegon?
Okay, yeah, but
there's a moment where they become older.
So he dies in 129 AC.
Yeah. After Aegon's conquest.
Thank you. I think I'm trying to think when ages of the kids.
Because the twins are also about to happen.
11. I think all the kids should be at least 11.
Yeah, so there's going to be one more
time
jump.
8. All the kids, even Joffrey should be at least 8 because he was 3 when he was 3 prior to Aemond getting.
Before this point, he was already
3
years old.
So he's 9 now.
Yeah.
And then I know she has other kids, which she had right after the show, so they're at least 5 and 6.
Yeah, in the books at this point, Rhaenyra's kind of just pumping kids out.
She's pumping. She's pumping them.
Pumping and dumping.
Pumping and dumping. But yeah, so it should be interesting. I'll try to get my timeline a little bit closer. They're kind of all over the place too, so it's kind of hard to. But it's good. It's good. I like it.
Aegon is about to
have fun.
Yeah.
Which one? I'm just kidding.
Oh, I know which one.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I'm trying to tread lightly, but yeah, there's probably going to be one more time jump.
You think so? I don't think
whether they do it this season or not.
They won't do it this season.
Okay.
They can't. No, because everything happens in the next 2 years. It's 129 to 131.
Oh, you're right. For some reason, I was thinking the grandkids were a little bit old. Never mind. Okay. No, you're right. Okay.
129 to 131 is when everything happens.
Yeah, there will be great grandkids, I guess. But
yeah.
No, I guess you don't see them older at this point. Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll see.
Oh man. So prediction. Oh, I'm not even gonna ask you predictions because you're pretty far into the book.
I am really far.
Yeah. But no, you're right. It is about to get really good. There's going to be a lot of fighting. People are going to die. People are going to lose their tongues. There's going to be people fed to dragons. There's going to be a lot of backstabbing, and there's going to be a lot of huge alliances created.
Yeah.
I mean, there already kind of is, but it's going to start showcasing alliances.
As long as you don't say any alliances that are in a show, I'm cool with it.
I'm not going to say any alliances.
And that's already happened in the show.
Yeah.
All that stuff.
Yeah.
Except for the dragon part.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But I'm just like baiting a little bit, giving you like something that you can be like, "Ooh, I want to see this."
I've already gotten like 2 other people on the books now, so.
Are you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
Just they get jealous of all this information that I get stored in my head.
It's good stuff.
It is.
Yeah. But no, thanks for checking this out with us. Thanks for talking nerdy. You guys are amazing. Hopefully this video looks a little bit better than the last. I'm tweaking everything. We're trying to make it look good. We've moved to 2 GoPros streaming this so we can do this little live thing, and I'm gonna keep tweaking it to make it look better.
He always does. He's an elitist. I mean,
Perfectionist.
Sorry,
Yeah,
not
thank
elitist. This isn't Star Wars. Elitist.
That's it, buddy.
Perfectionist.
But thanks for hanging out with us and talking nerdy with us. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you get a chance, check out Talking Nerdy Challenges. There's a habanero challenge on there that has dropped, and we will see you guys in the next video.
Peace.